Hi guys, Theresa here again with December Daily for 2016, and today I'm working on December 12th. So we did a little bit of cookie baking and getting ready for all the yummy parts of Christmas, and I just took this hilarious little snapshot of them all stuffing their faces. Last night, it was right before bedtime, so they're in their pajamas, and they're just hilarious. So my foundation page for this day included this little filler card from Tori Bissell that's printed on vellum, and so that's actually the back of this 11 card. And then I have two cards from the Ellie Edwards main kit. And I also have my number 12 that I just dropped in the pocket for the foundation stages. And then I probably will end up putting it here. But I'm not sure yet because that little tree, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with that just yet. But so that's what I'm working with today. I also pulled out a shipping tag. This red and white print is bold. It's really bold for what I normally do. So I think that it probably needs a little layer or something, and obviously I need somewhere for my journaling. So that would be a good thing for that. I probably need to do, grab a couple of stamps too to add something to this little tag here. So I don't know how it's all gonna come together just yet. I have to be honest, I just sort of printed that off and came over here and was like, I don't really know today. So you'll probably just see me play around. I'm probably going to fast forward or do a time lapse of the video today so that you can sort of see my process, but I don't have to like talk through it. Alright, so let's go. Okay, so I'm going to jump right in here. What I'm doing is going through this ephemera pack. It came from the Gossamer Blue Life Pages kit for December, and it is Fancy Pants Golden Days ephemera pack. There's some gold foiled pieces in here and some die cuts and a couple of transparency 3x4 cards. So totally awesome ephemera pack, has my name written all over it. And I just wanted to bring in a couple of things, a couple of embellishments from this kit to layer on top of my journaling card. So I'm just sort of going through some of the pieces in that ephemera pack. It's a really pretty pack. It's very fall themed. And then I also think I'm going to do a couple of stamps. I want to stamp something on this little banner, and so I'm going to use a clear stamp and curve it on the stamp block. So I'm just picking out the one that I'm going to use there, and I decided to use the Very Merry stamp from Ellie Edwards. And then I'm going to go grab my embossing powders and my Versamark, and I think I'm going to use the red embossing powder. It looks really bright in the bowl. It looks really bright in the bowl, but when it's embossed and it's heat set, it looks really nice. I go to grab my heat tool and it's not plugged in. So there we go. I got that plugged in, and I'm going to just emboss that really quick. And I'm just adding another little pop of red. I'm really feeling the red this year. So that's fun. And then I'm going to just put this banner across the bottom of the photo, and that's all I'm going to do with the photo. There. And that would have been cute to put on the top of the page protector as well. You totally could go either way with that. So I know that I'm going to use this tag for my journaling, and I'm going to grab the 4x6 card so that I know what size to trim it at, and I grab my trimmer and then use the Amy Tangerine method of marking it with my nail. And that's my tag. And then I grab the gold deer and one of the word strips from that ephemera pack, just to layer across the bottom. And so those gold foil transparency pieces, they're actually silver on the back. So that's kind of cool that you have options there. I decided to use the gold. And then I'm just going to add this little word strip across the bottom. And that left me with just a little bit of room. First, I'm going to journal. And I'm just writing about that it's time to make all the cookies. And the ones we made that night were the thumbprints with Hershey Kisses. And those are the favorite. They're like the most requested. I think I wrote they're the most wanted in our house. So that's awesome. And then I'm going to stamp just the little word traditions across the bottom. And that is literally all I'm going to do to that card. There. I also want to add one of the little tiny gold hearts. First, I'm going to trim this card just a little bit. It was a little bit bigger than the one that I'm going with today. And then I added that gold heart. Now, here I'm trying to decide what I want to do for numbers, and that 12 just isn't gonna, it's just not doing it for me this time. So I also wanted to cover up the little tree that is on the printed card. So I grabbed one of the cork trees from the Freckled Fawn kit. I love those. They've appeared several times in my album this year. So I'm going to use that to cover up the little tree that was printed on there. I'm adhering it with my red line. And then I'm going to add this circle 12. This circle 12 is from the Celine Studio Numbers collection that came with Oh What Fun. And of course, you guys, I love those numbers. Love, love, love all of them. Every single one of them. They're so fantastic. So if you haven't gone and grabbed those, then you should do that. And I also ran just a little strip of red washi tape across this card as well, just for another layer and another tiny little pop of red on this layout. And then, let's see, I think that is pretty much it for this layout. So thanks so much for watching, you guys. I'll see you back here tomorrow, and I hope that you will like and comment and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And so that's all for today. Thanks again. Bye-bye.